and start video.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We got our regular camera working on this section for, I don't understand it. That's Mark.
Okay, perfect. So let me have Devang join in and you can speak with him now.
Okay. Do like this or do on you don't see it. Never mind.
Yes. Beautiful.
Hey, hello.
Hello, Devon. Am I
Yes.
pronouncing your name kind of okay?
Yes, that's good.
Okay, so, well, I thank you for joining us. The first thing that I like to do is kind of give you a background, my background, and a little bit about my company. I have most of my career has been, I've been the controller or CFO for a number of small companies, like 6 or 7, something like that. Not too many, but about 8 years ago, I decided that I wanted to start my own business, and I love working with small companies and helping them because they need it.
That's great, great. Nice thought.
So I started my own company, and now we're at the point I have our team is the two of us. I'm sorry, I'm Lisa. You probably figured that out. And
Oh,
this is Mark.
that's okay. Don't be sorry.
Yeah, Mark is my husband and partner. He does programming.
Okay. Okay.
for
Hello,
us.
Mark. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Yes, thank you. Thanks for asking. Even I am also good.
Okay, so I mostly got my clients that I have now either from QuickBooks, Find a Pro Advisor website, or referrals from my existing clients. I have about 20 clients that I work with on a monthly basis, from very small to I'd call mid-sized. So there, some of the industries are, I have churches, I have 2 that we work with on a regular basis. And then I can't say this word. Breweries. Alcohol breweries.
Yes, alcohol and liquor.
Yes, exactly. And I actually have 3 of them. One of them we don't do much for, but the other 2 are, reasonably sized clients. Anyway, I lost my place. Oh, so that's kind of a funny combination already. Churches and alcohol brewers.
Okay, when service industry is entering.
Yeah. The first brewer I got early on, and he referred me to 2 others. One of which is one of my biggest clients, probably my 3rd or 4th biggest client. Anyway, and then we do a lot of work for different service companies, providing different services. So it's a mixture of different industries. So at least it's not boring. We do monthly bookkeeping, sales tax, payroll tax, annual 1099s, excise tax, and income tax. But we only do income tax for our clients that we work with throughout the year. I don't advertise for more income taxes at tax time because I don't want anybody working, 60 to 80 hours a week. I want everybody to have a balanced life, and I'm trying to get that myself. Haven't quite made that yet, and I need to shut this up.
Okay.
Okay, so that doesn't beep while we're talking.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, but I enjoy it quite a bit. But I am just busy always busy and always behind. And that's why we're talking to you. We are, looking for a controller who will ensure the books are handled correctly and any problems are resolved. So I can feel confident that the books are accurate. And then one of my sales points is that that we have, my staff does the work, but I oversee it every month. So I go look at the financials every month, and some of them I'm spending hours with, and that's what I want to try to avoid, just to make sure that everything's right. So anyway, I want to get to the point that I'm working less hours, and what I'm doing is bringing in new clients, so we can have,
Expand your business.
yeah. And I think it's very fun to start up a new client and get to know them and figure out what they need worse than other people. Okay, wait a minute.
Okay, no problem.
Why don't did you put that somewhere? I don't have to hear it. I'm sorry, I usually don't get that many calls and texts.
That's okay.
So yeah. So that basically, that's easy, right? But that's why I need to make sure that, my controller is asking all the questions, looking into anything that doesn't look right. And it takes a while to get to know the clients, but, so, here, I forgot that. This is what's most important for our company. To follow the procedures and to ask questions if you're not sure about anything, and then definitely make suggestions on better ways to do things. Then, we just need to redocument the procedure, but I definitely want, suggestions, because I don't necessarily have the right answer, the best answer first thing. And most importantly, to allow us all to have balanced lives. So I think I said that before, but it is important. That's why I already told you that about the taxes.
Yes.
I'm not worried about income taxes right now, so we're not going to talk about any experience you have with it. Okay, give me an example of a problem you've discovered and resolved.
Okay. Since I am in this industry for more than 5 or 6 years, so one time I encountered a problem regarding finalization of books, like preparing of financial statements that includes balance sheets, profit and loss accounts, and cash flow statements. While at the time of reviewing of those financial statements, I suddenly noted down that the closing balance of the bank is not matched with the bank statements. So I raised the query. I asked to my team members that why this doesn't match with the bank statements. So I also did confirmed with the booking clientconfirmation.com, and I just found that the reconciliation of this accounts of those banks is not properly done. That's why the bank balance is mismatched, and that's how I figured out the problem, and that's how I find the solution for that problem.
Okay, so what did you do about that particular problem? Did you talk to the bookkeeper that did it incorrectly?
Yes, I asked to that bookkeeper, and firstly I informed that this is some mismatch. You just go and just review the work firstly. Then I guided him that this bank balance is not matched. Whenever you submit any type of reports, you should firstly check that, and you should firstly sure that whatever you are doing is correct or not. Then after you should submit that. And after he has submitted, I also guided him, and I also told him to prepare some kind of reports or some kind of SOPs that he can prepare for himself, so that whenever he submit any reports, he will not mistake do again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That is, yeah, that's great.
okay.
So, yeah, early in my career, I used to fix problems that people made. And then I had the realization that they weren't going to do it right next time if I didn't coach them and show them, because I was like embarrassed to show them they did something wrong. But, you know, that was a long time ago. Okay, so what do you do? What's a process you go through to review the financial statements for accuracy?
Okay. For the reviewing of financial statements, first of all, I will ensure that financial statements are correct and accurately. All the necessary entries has been passed properly. If it is required that any accrue entry or any existing journal entries according to the US GAAP is passed properly or not, that also I reviewed. Then after, I will also ensure about the profitability, the efficiency of the business. That's all the analysis of the financial statements. But I will, yes, I will do it on the part of the review. And then after I will prepare, means I will submit those financial statements.
Okay. Okay. How much have you worked in QuickBooks Online?
Yes, I am quite familiar with the QuickBooks Online. I had worked on QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Desktop on both.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do mostly QuickBooks Online. We have one client on desktop and one client on some other kind of software called Jira, which I'm sure you've never heard of.
If you're lucky, you've never heard of it.
Really,
Yeah,
I'm lucky.
yeah, it's a really good client. So I put up with it
Okay.
for him.
Okay.
That was a client that he had at first when he first brought us on board. We started looking at his books and he wanted us to do the payroll, and I noticed that his office manager was getting a extra payment every payroll, and I talked to her about it. She says, "Oh no, that doesn't add." I said, "Yes, it does." And so I talked to him and I did a little audit, and it ended up being over $20,000 between extra paychecks, extra pay, and overtime.
Oh my God,
That
that's
he
a
claimed.
kind of cheating.
Yeah, and this was a person that he said, "Oh, you know, she's doesn't really understand accounting that well, but you can trust her." Yeah, those people that you can trust, that's the ones you have to watch. Because they're always really nice. Anyway. Okay, so speaking of QuickBooks Online, what are your favorite things about QuickBooks Online?
Favorite thing? Okay. QuickBooks Online is a cloud-based software. So we are more secure about the data instead of in comparison of QuickBooks Desktop. The second thing is it is an open software, means any other type of software we can connect with the QuickBooks Online, like we can connect our bank and it will be automatically updated our bank feeds. The other kinds of software like bill.com, like HubDoc, that's also are directly connected with QuickBooks Online. So this is a kind of open software. Okay. And it is more user friendly, more accurately, and we can have kinds of not kinds of various types of even many types of reports we can generate with QuickBooks Online.
Is there anything that you don't like about it?
Not really. Till now, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. My only problem really with it is The bank feed, I love the bank feed. I think it's great. But they're, you know, having this artificial intelligence, and it makes the wrong suggestions a lot.
Yes,
You
yes, yes,
know.
yes. That's the problem. That's the QuickBooks have a problem. It will maybe suggest on the basis of the name, or maybe on the basis of GL name, maybe on the basis of amount. It will automatically suggest. So whenever we classify those transaction into QuickBook, we have to make sure that whether it is accounted properly or not.
Yeah, yeah, I've found that. What do you enjoy the most about being an accountant?
Being an accountant is
Yeah,
my dream, and if I would love to say something about myself, that I come from the accounting background family, where my most of the family members are the accountants, so I will say accounting is in my blood. So being
okay.
an accountant is really my dream, and I would love to do my work on the Excel, on QuickBooks, like analyzing of data, ratios, translation of those balance sheet and financial statements into our words. So
Mhm.
I really enjoy this kind of work.
Yeah, okay, well, that's good. Yeah, some people would think that you saying it's in your blood, they would laugh and think, oh, that's terrible.
No, even some people
Yeah,
might say that accountants are boring and that's are not kind of person, but I don't think
yeah.
so.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, we're serious about our work, you know. Um,
Really.
but I don't come from an accounting family, but my dad was an electrical engineer. I guess that's similar. I don't know. Is that similar, Mark?
Sure.
So
Mark, yeah, he's programmer.
okay, so you are the founder of your accounting background family.
Yes, yes, and yeah, I love working with small companies for the most part. um, okay, what on a company's financial statement would indicate that something is not right?
Financial statement that indicates that something is not right means it's kinds of depends who had prepared the financial statements, but if generally I'll speak that what are the negative indicators, like debt equity ratio, like current asset ratio means you have more liabilities than your current assets,
Mhm.
means you have a less profitability. Sometimes it happens that your account receivables are more higher, that is much higher. In that case, it just simply we say that you are less effective in your collections, and it may be a hurdle for your working capital also.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, here, I don't think I explained, I have these questions that I like to make notes. So, if, you know, I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing, making notes, but I have some duplicate
No,
questions.
no, that's okay.
Okay, you talked about having your bookkeeper make an SOP on how they need to do the reconciliation and what they need to double check at the end to make sure it's correct. So have you ever documented SOPs yourself,
Yes,
written your own?
yes, kind of. Sometimes whenever it requires that it is necessary and it is beneficial for me and for my team members also, at that time I will document those kind of SOP.
Do you enjoy doing that? And it's okay to say no if you
if,
don't.
if frankly speak, then I will less enjoy in comparison of my regular work. I will not
Okay.
say don't, but it is less enjoy.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna find something that you say you don't like.
No, rather to say no, we can say less enjoyable. Why should I be negative?
That's okay. That's okay. I understand.
It's okay.
What do you want to learn more about?
I would right now, if I will talk about myself that right now I'm heading towards my goal becoming a CFO. So I would learn to more about types of controller work, types of chief financial positions work, and types of challenging and dynamic kinds of work.
Okay.
Yes, so that's I really enjoy, and I would love to do that those kind of works.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, because that's good to like challenging work when you have 20 plus clients that you work with on a monthly basis. And, you know, a lot of them are different. I'm thinking about even like our churches are different. I mean, there's some things that I've implemented on both of them, but, you know, it's challenging. How do you organize your day, the tasks that you have? Say you have 10 tasks that you have to do. How do you organize them?
Okay. Generally, I used to have some kinds of note where I am generally preparing like kinds of follow-ups, kinds of priorities work, which type of work has more priority that I will do to prepare firstly.
Okay.
And I will also prepare some kinds of list for to do work and to take on the follow-ups from my team members.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I will also prepare some kinds of notes like what what we have right now and what I have to produce to my clients.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's I generally keep to prepare these kinds of notes.
Good. We're just getting ready to roll out an organizer program for a task organizer. So, you know, that helps with the priorities. And we have a button that you can choose to do next for things like, you know, things that have a definite deadline, hard deadline, like payroll, taxes, things like that. So hopefully, you know, in a month or two, we'll have that all rolled out. And that helps with the priority. And then, you know, so you can see what team members are doing. We have found that we could not find any organizer software that if you have a project like doing the monthly books for, you know, one of our clients, that you have the bookkeeper do the transactions and the reconciliation first, and then you have your accountant do some entries and things like that. We haven't found one that once the bookkeeper clicks their stuff done, it triggers the accountant to have theirs. Apparently it's hard to do. Okay, my next question,
No.
before I go off too far, is it possible to ask too many questions?
Yes, you can ask as many questions as you want.
Okay.
And I am curious to answer.
Yeah, I know. I enjoy doing that too. And people are going to have questions about things. Questions are going to come up. So, you know. Okay, so how do you handle stress at work?
Okay. Generally, we are a kinds of humans. We are not a machines, and we have also feelings. So stress is our routine part of life.
Mhm.
And generally, whenever I am in stress, I would take some rest for 10 or 15 minutes. And after that, I will organize my work accordingly to my priority, according to my time, and which kind of tough task that I need more attention, and which kind of easy work that I just need to take a follow-ups, or which kind of task that I really enjoy. I would prioritize these kinds of tasks according to my mood and according to my work pressure and according to my stress.
Mhm.
So that's how I handle the stress.
Okay, that sounds like a good way to do it. So Okay, what is a single project or task that you consider the most significant accomplishment that you
Accomplishment
did?
during my work journey, right?
Yeah, what are you really proud of that you did?
Okay. When I was an accountant at before, but means 2 or 3 years ago, I have an opportunity to implement a new business system. Means one of my CPA has a new client who wants to start a business, and it's a kind of manufacturing industry and a kinds of franchisee types of business. So he wants to implement a whole accounting system with my CPA, and I just got an opportunity with my CPA that these kinds of new project he has. So I enroll in this project, and some of the part I had taken key decisions, and that really works nice in the field of accounting, like who has the responsibility, who can do how much of work, and which are the accounting software that will be beneficial, and how much divisions, how the start of accounts and all these things can be prepared. In this whole the process, I was there, and some of the key decisions I had taken, and that really helps to client, and that's how I become accountant to accountant manager. So that's really really a proudful moment for me.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, because that is something that, yeah, you have to consider a lot of things and to set it up the best way for that client.
Yes, right.
Okay. What can you bring to the job that other candidates cannot?
Others candidate that not my work process maybe, or my level of confidence maybe, that generally I would prioritize my work according to the requirements, according to my time, according to my how much time I have to attend those kinds of work.
Mhm.
Generally, I would prefer that whenever I need to take just follow-ups, I don't have to brain my means I don't have to process my brainstorm. So I would prioritize this kinds of work at whenever I was in stress or some kinds of things.
Okay, that sounds good. That's stuff that we need and not everybody brings, that's for sure. Okay, do you have any questions?
Yes, I have. I would love to know that how much expectation you have from me.
You froze. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, the screen
Question.
froze. So can you repeat that?
Okay, sure. Means what will be my work scope and my work area, kind of.
What would it be?
Yeah, my work scope means how can I fulfill your expectations? Means how much you expect from me.
Yes, okay. Well, it's a job that what I would expect after you got to know the clients and everything is that you would find all the problems and resolve them or ask about them, report them. So I can feel comfortable that the books are good for that month. They're accurate. So that's what I don't have, and I've been doing myself, and I'm very, I want to not make any mistakes. Now I know that's not possible, but I don't want to make too many. So, clients, some of them are like, why is this coded this and things like that. So, the position is to review the books, review what other people have done, making sure they're following things. And coaching them if they didn't or they did something wrong, and that's what you said that you do already. So yeah, just being able to confidently tell me these books are accurate. Yeah, except I have a couple questions, and here's a couple things that are anomalies that it's kind of high and everything looks right, but things that we should maybe ask our client about. So, and that's I guess in India, it's pretty much the accounting manager. Here in the States, you know, it's basically usually called the controller because you control everything.
Yes, yes. We guys have so much interest in work, and we guys have so much of labor. And in short, you're saying that you want to free from your responsibilities.
I would like, yes, somebody else to take on what I'm doing now, so I can, you know, answer questions, you know, resolve issues that nobody really else knows how to do, like one-time things or whatever, and bring on new clients. Because right now, the situation we have is I'm working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, but I'm way behind. So I can't really bring on new clients, but the 2 accountants and bookkeeper that we have doesn't always have enough work to do. So I'm hoping, you know, if there's somebody in the lead that has the experience, you can also determine, oh, I'll coach this person how to do this. It's something new for him, and evens out the workload and bring on new clients. So it's, you know, everybody's busy.
Okay,
They're,
okay.
you
Yes,
know,
I understand now all the situations.
yeah.
And by the way, we have a lot of procedures based on the client. So client A would have a bunch of procedures associated with it, how to do this, how to do that, how to do the others. We are very strong believers in procedures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things standardized.
There's too many clients. I mean, I did it before when I was working for one company, but, and we also have a coding list for each client that, you know, when this comes out, it's this. When this one, you know, we use a suspense account for, if we don't know, we have to ask the client because, you know, who knows what that is.
Yes,
So anyway. Okay, any other questions? And that was a great question.
no,
It's okay.
no, not
It's
now.
okay if you don't have any more. That's fine. I always want to give people a chance to ask, you know, questions. So, okay. Well, thank you very much for spending some time with us. Okay, I think you could it'd probably be a pretty good fit for our company. So I appreciate your time.
And really, thank you. And you and I also appreciate that we have a nice talking with you. And thanks, and have a nice day.
Okay, thanks. You too,
I'm
Dan.
just calling Valence.
Okay, sounds good. I think he's there at the. I thought this one was a remote, but he's there at, and the other one wasn't though.
Right.
Hey guys.
Hi. Well, thank you for bringing us to such quality clients that that we're going to have to talk about, because I think both of them would be an asset to our company. So
Great.
anyway.
Sure.
So
Also, you can let me know when you want to speak, you know, about those the marketing guys on the social media marketing that you were referring to. So, you know, I can work on them as well for you.
yes, I definitely will do that. I just want you to know it will be at least a couple months or so. It probably won't be to the beginning of the year, which is tax season, but you know, once I hire one of your candidates and we get him on board, so he's taken over a lot of the stuff I do, then I'm going to have time to deal with new clients, which I love to do, but you know, right now I can't. So.
No, perfect. I mean, we need to make sure that, you know, everything is balanced equally. So, you know, you get time to, you know, focus on the new clients, get in more business and all the admin work and, you know, the additional tasks that you've been occupied by, that's taken care of by someone else at least, you know, so you can get that load off your shoulders.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Thank you.
Perfect.
I'll
Thanks, Lisa.
reach it out.
Yeah, I'll look forward for a confirmation from you.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.